What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Rush Wars video. We have maxed level gameplay for you guys, courtesy of the dev build. You guys that follow me on social media will know that I flew to Finland last week, along with a bunch of other content creators. We played this game behind the scenes, but now it has launched in beta. Many of you will play it, but what can you expect? What maximum level stuff is available right now? Well, that is what this video is going to show you. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my Rush Wars content. HQ level 6 is the highest you can get. Now, before we get into the gameplay, I want you to do me a quick favor. Drop down in the comments if you have played this game and what your honest feedback is. Honest feedback, guys, because I will be able to forward this to the developers as well. Honestly, I feel like it's such a good mix between Clash of Clans and Boom Beach, as well as having that Clash Royale feel where you can only go through a couple of channels in the base, and I am really enjoying it. So I wanted to show you exactly what you can look forward to in terms of maximum level gameplay. Now, in terms of commanders, my favorite is the BIG. You guys will have seen that if you've seen the trailer for Rush Wars, and what I really like is that there's no cook time. You can just start out whatever you want. But I feel like for the maxed out gameplay, you guys will have seen the troopers, the pitchers, many of this smaller level troop, the shields. But what you might not have seen yet is these higher ones. So Kung Fu is similar to a Valkyrie in Clash of Clans. You'll see here very quickly on the preview. Kind of swings around with the nunchucks, does splash damage. I feel they will be useful to showcase to you. Blaze here is a flamethrower style trooper. Get very good against the troopers, taking out them smaller level troops, and I'm definitely going to showcase that to you. Now, the helipod is actually an awesome troop to take with yourself onto the battlefield. We've only actually got 2 more spaces left, so why don't we take the sneaky ninja? Because it kind of looks like a Judo Sloth, just a little bit. What do you think? I think the Sneaky Ninja, that may be a hint of the Judo Sloth in there. So why don't we take the Sneaky Ninja? In terms of the missiles, I kind of like the boost because it's similar to the Rage in Clash of Clans, and the heal spell. That's what I like to take. Let's get out into an attack and let's kick this one off. Now, I will try and show you a different variety of troops, obviously, and I will be sure to bring you more videos as well. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my content. Babyfish is the first victim, and it looks like they have a maxed out base. Now, what I'm thinking here, you can see the troopers at the start and the shield, but at the top, kind of to the north of the base, we have the missile there. So I kind of think if we send the BIG in from the top, probably with, let's go with, I kind of feel the nunchucks, Kung Fu, and let's go with the helipod. And then down at the bottom, we can go with Blaze and the Sneaky Ninja. I'm actually going to put the Sneaky Ninja in first, and that's the 2 channels we are going to take. I'll probably rage the bottom. Let's go ahead and use the ability in a second. Let's rage that area. The Sneaky Ninja gets forward. Let's use that ability as well, followed by a heal spell. Everything going crazy. BIG with that ability, flying forward and taking out the missiles. Let's get another ability in, and this is overwhelming. Going to take out the Tesla at the back end. Doesn't it look like the Giga Tesla from the top of Town Hall 12? Helipod makes it through, BIG makes it through, and crushes this base for the 3 stars. I mean, we've got max level troops here, like we said, courtesy of the developer build, so we should probably be crushing bases. But that was a maxed base as well, guys. Now, remember the gold mine, which is your defense. You do have to upgrade that every day. Not upgrade it, but reset it. You will change gold mines every day, and you need to be able to evaluate it. Let's just show you real quick what I mean, guys. Every day your gold mine, you'll get a new one. You can see we have 1 hour left for this one. The whole format of it will be different, and you have to put new troops and defenses in. I just kind of threw all of the top ones in there. I'm not actually this far on my actual account, guys. I am still very early on, and I might even bring out the Let's Play series. I've been recording them. It's just when to drop them, basically, but I started this game with the tutorial. If you guys missed that, I'll link it at the end of this one. And I need to start my actual account. So let's get into another attack. Who should we take this time? I like the look of the boxer. I've never actually used the boxer yet because, like I said, when I started my account lower down, I'm not this far into the game, but the boxer looks like he does a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and use that one. Let's use the truck as a bit of a tank there as well, although 3 troop capacity is what that uses. I did like the sneaky ninja. What about this guy, the gorilla? Definitely another one which should do huge damage. Look at the size of that thing. Wow, that is such a tank, and you can see there actually it shows the jetpacks behind the gorilla. So can we use both of them in order to wipe out some of the base? What else can we use from this area? We've got the fridge, which does freeze. I like it. Paratroopers. Let's use 2 of them. And our commander needs to heal up. But actually, we can use... Let's use this one as well. Because Bearman or Man Bear from the trailer was on the trailer as well, so you guys might be familiar with it. Let's go ahead and attack using that, and let's see what these troops can do. Now, if there's any troop that you want me to focus in on specifically as a video, let me know. Maybe Babyfish is the only other base in the game which is maxed, because we're up against it again. Now, I don't want to just do the same thing, but let's just throw everything in from the bottom maybe. Now remember guys, when I say the only maxed in the game, this is the developer build, so it's not actually the real game, if that makes sense. It is a build that the developers provide. Some of us content creators, we were out in Finland to play test this prior to release. We got to basically give our feedback, test balance, and now showcase to you guys content. Now what I think is, why don't we actually just throw everything in a line? Let's get the boxer in there as well. And let's start it off. Let's get the spell used, and I'll get a couple of paratroopers in. When should I use them? Probably over to this area. Look, boom, straight in. And wow, that might not have helped the situation, guys. We are taking huge amounts of damage. Man Bear is down and out straight away. So do be careful on when you use that ability. This one is not looking as promising. We are taking heavy fire and unfortunately throwing everything in at the same area. Oh, I thought we might have done it. But it is a 1 star. So not quite getting it done with that combination of troops, but that might just show you guys where you do have to be a little bit more strategic. You can't just throw everything in. I mean, you can, but it's going to result in a 1 star, very much like you just seen. Now, in terms of maxed out troops, why don't we use a lot of the lower level troops, but is that higher level? So why don't we take just quite a few of the lower ended troops? Look, what else can we take here? We could take, let's take another bazooka actually, because that should be able to do a decent amount of damage. And I feel like we should just take 2 of the arcade. They are the 2 that you tend to use earlier on. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see if we can wrap things up with a 3-star. Is it against Babyfish? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now this time then, how are we going to do this differently? Let's think about this, guys. So we have the shields and we have the pitcher at the back there, which is going to do splash, but are we going to be able to take that out? I'm not sure. If we were to put a missile in here, we could take all of these out alongside blowing that area up. Oh no, we've actually sent already a lot of, we've activated their troops basically, which for our coach is not ideal. So let's start to get some more troops into the background there in order to help coming through. Now let's come through from 2 different angles now and try and swarm the rest of this. So we have lost our coach, but the arcade was able to take down that area very well. Oh, the traps are doing a tremendous amount of damage, but the bazookas are going to help us to get this one done. They are going to wipe out that Tesla pretty quickly, and that is going to result, only just mind, in the 3 stars for us, unless we do have some more hidden traps, but there we go. It is going to be able to blast it and take that one out. So I tell you what, guys, why don't we do one more attack? Is it going to be against Babyfish? I'm guessing it probably is, but why don't we do one more using some of the higher level troops again, but we'll maybe just use, I tell you what, why don't we use all of the same troops? So why don't we, I mean, what's your favorite? My favorite so far in this video was Blaze. I think it was awesome, but why don't we try the henchmen? They look kind of cool, and I don't think we've used them yet, so let's use 5 of them. And where's the invincibility, actually? There's an invincibility, which should be pretty good. There it is, look. Why don't we use that? So we have 5 henchmen, we have the invincibility, we only have 1 of them, because that's worth 2 of the capacity. What else do we have? We have Lady Grenade, and we have Mother. Now that kind of looks fitting, look. So why don't we use Mother alongside it? Last attack of the video, guys. Remember, if you do want to see gameplay of the very start, a tutorial for starting this video, so opposite ends of the spectrum, I will be sure to link it at the end of this attack. Look at that thing. That is pretty epic, and I feel like we kind of need to fly. Wow, look at all of them troops. I've never used this one before, but that is a lot. I was going to put all of them in from the top, but I feel like we have to split it up a little bit, and we'll use the invincibility on the troops at the top. So let's use that ability as they come in. Where should we use the invincibility? I'm actually going to save it for the minute. Let's see what happens. I'm just letting it go slow-mo for a second here, guys, because if they start to take a lot of damage, for instance, from the picture, I want to be able to turn them invincible, and they did. I lost a lot of them, actually. The invincibility is doing well, but they have gone down just too quickly here, and it is not going to result in a 3rd star, I don't think. But we did manage to rush both ends, and that is partly what Rush Wars is all about. It's not always about taking out the whole thing. Potentially in team domination, because you work as such of a team, you could rush 1 star and another, potentially leave the main gold mine, just get the 2 stars. But that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this max level gameplay from Rush Wars, and leave a like if you're hyped for it. But if you do want to see a tutorial teaching you guys the beginning stages, how to get started, maybe you've just watched this and you're gonna go download the game, I'd recommend checking out this video in order to help you with them beginner stages. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, guys, peace out.